It's your girl Michaela Tierra, and I'm back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button, like the video, and comment down below. And if you have been rocking with your girl this far, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm just gonna get into some of the basics of how to start off by getting into the dental hygiene program or getting into dental hygiene. So just a little backstory. I am a dental hygienist in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I have been a hygienist for 5 years now. So I have some time under my belt. And I actually get a lot of questions about dental hygiene, how to get started, what to expect, all of that stuff. So I'm just going to cover some of the basic things of what to expect when applying for a dental hygiene program. So first and foremost, decide if you want to get an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree in dental hygiene. A lot of people don't know this, but there are dental hygienists with associates and some with a bachelor's. And there is no difference in pay whether you have either or degree, but there are some differences in the types of things you can do with that degree. So personally, I have an associate's degree in dental hygiene. I went to Fayetteville Technical Community College, which is a great school for dental hygiene in Fayetteville, North Carolina. It is one of the top schools for dental hygiene in North Carolina. So with an associate's degree, it is strictly, once you graduate and get that degree, you will be a clinical dental hygienist. Like I said, there is no difference in pay between a bachelor's and an associate's. You'll strictly do clinical dental hygiene, whether you be working in a private practice, whether you temp, some people work in like health departments, anything like that. Now with a bachelor's degree, of course, you have to go to a university. The only school in North Carolina that I know of that offers a bachelor's in dental hygiene is UNC Chapel Hill. Now with the bachelor's degree, you can do a little bit more. You can be a teacher. So if you know that you would be interested in doing the educational route, if you want to be like a clinical instructor in a school for dental hygiene, also if you want to go into like sales rep, all of those require for you to have at least a bachelor's degree. Personally, I already knew that I didn't want to be a teacher. I'm all about hands-on things. So I told myself a bachelor's was just out of the question for me as far as dental hygiene, especially because I'm going to get the same amount of pay either way. It's just that my loans for school will be way less going to an community college as opposed to a university. Once you decide if you want to do university versus community college, I would advise you to go to that school that you're interested in and see what the requirements are to join the dental hygiene program. Now, first and foremost, some people may think that you can just get to the school and you just go straight into the dental hygiene program. You have to take prerequisite courses first, which is like the science, the Englishes, things like that, before you can get into the program, because it is a competitive process. So that is why you want to go to your school, talk to someone face to face to kind of get the feel of how the program is, what the requirements are, how competitive it is. That way you know what you're working with. Now I will tell you, and this has happened to me personally, when I did go to the school, mind you, I graduated dental hygiene school in 2017. Most dental hygiene programs are about 2 years. So when I went to the school to talk to the counselor, she pretty much tried to discourage me a little bit about going into the program. And I have heard this numerous times from people of color trying to get into a dental hygiene program. It could be different now, but I've heard it so many times. So whatever they tell you as far as it being hard and, try to discourage you if that happens, don't let that get in your head. I will tell you, it's definitely going to be hard. It is not easy. I tell anybody, dental hygiene school was one of the hardest things I ever had to do in my life. And all throughout school, I was really good in school. I got good grades all throughout my whole school career. But dental hygiene school was definitely completely different. So definitely go see your local school, talk to the advisor, know what the requirements are. One of the most important things as well, you want to know how many seats are available for that program. Now, my school that I went to, Fayetteville Tech, they took, I want to say 32 students. Some schools take as low as 19 students. Some may take more than 32 students. So you really want to know how many seats there are. That way you can gauge, the competition pretty much, because it is a competitive thing. There's hundreds of people applying to this program. Some people are on their second and third time applying. Luckily for me, I got in on my first time applying, which is why you really want to go hard in those prerequisites and try to get the highest scores possible. So another thing that you can do to prepare to get into dental hygiene school is shadowing an actual dental hygienist. So whether you have an established dental office that you go to, or if you just walk in or call your local dental office and tell them that you're interested in being a dental hygienist and you want to know if they would let you shadow a hygienist. Sometimes I feel like it's easier if you go to a dental office where you're already established, but there are some offices, like my office is one, that I've had people come shadow me and they're not a patient in the office. My office manager and dentists are just really good about letting people come shadow me. So you definitely want to shadow, whether you be in a dental hygiene program, whether you're taking prerequisites or anything. Definitely shadow, because you never know what you're getting yourself into with dental hygiene. I've seen some people come shadow me, and after they shadowed, they said they didn't want to do it anymore after a couple of days of seeing exactly what a dental hygienist does. You're going to be in somebody's mouth, of course. You're going to see spit. You're going to see blood. You're going to see plaque and tartar build up on teeth. And some people cannot stomach certain things. So shadow a dental hygienist. And when you go to shadow, ask questions. Do not be afraid to ask questions. They know you're there to learn. They know you're interested. So asking questions is to be expected. And get in there. Like, pull up a chair, ask the hygienist, do you mind if I get a closer look? Actually look into that patient's mouth with the hygienist. That way you can see what's going on. A lot of times it's easy for, someone that's shadowing to kind of shy back in the corner and just sit back, not really say much, but ask questions, because you never get the real deal until you start asking questions and, about the work process and all of that stuff. So I would recommend definitely going to shadow, whether you're in a program, about to apply to a program, whether you're just still a high school student or still someone that's kind of trying to figure things out, go shadow so that you can see what's going on in the dental hygiene world. So next thing, if you are a current or if you were previously a dental assistant, one of the most important things is to forget everything you know about assisting besides tooth numbers, because dental hygiene is completely different from assisting. Dental assistants work right alongside a dentist. You're doing different procedures. You're doing extractions. You're doing fillings, root canals, types of stuff like that. Dental hygienists are considered providers. So you're working on your own with your patient. You are creating a treatment plan. It's completely different than dental assisting. And one of the first things my dental hygiene instructors told us was, if you were a dental assistant, forget everything you know about dental assisting. The only thing that's really going to be important going into dental hygiene from being a dental assistant is knowing your tooth numbers. And that's pretty much it. So whatever mindset that you have about dental assisting, you literally have to leave that mindset behind and get into the new mindset that now you're going to be a dental hygienist, and it's completely different. If you are in the process of getting ready to actually apply to a dental hygiene program, definitely before you apply, make sure you take the TEAS test. That's TEAS. And that is pretty much a placement test before you get into the dental hygiene program. So it doesn't matter how good grades that you got in those prerequisite courses. If you do not take that TEAS test, none of it matters, and you will not be able to apply to the program. So make sure you have your deadlines in order. Dates are super important when you're trying to get into a program, because if you miss one deadline, that could be your spot that you could have had in the program, and now somebody else has it. So take that TEAS test. I forget what the actual score is that you have to make to actually pass the TEAS test. But if you need to study, make sure you study, because that is a key thing that you need to have to actually apply to a dental hygiene program. Another thing that I always tell people who are doing their prerequisites, make sure you try to aim for the highest score possible, especially in those science classes, because when you get into trying to apply for the program, they're going to be looking at those science classes and seeing what scores you got in those. So if you can get A's, that is definitely what you want to try to aim for, because the science classes are the most important. Because once you get into that program, you're going to be taking more science classes. You're going to have to take head and neck anatomy, you're going to have to take oral pathology, different things like that. So they're going to be looking at, okay, did this student do good in anatomy and physiology? How did they do in microbiology? How did they do in biological chemistry? So aim for A's in those classes. I know that most programs, well, I know the program that I went to, you had to have a B or better in once you got in the hygiene program. Now it's you have to have a B or better in your prerequisites. It was a C or better when I went because they had a different grading scale, but it would have equated to the new grading scale, which is a B or better. So aim for the highest score possible. Don't try to get the bare minimum score just to pass those prerequisites, because say if your program says you have to get a C or better in the prereqs, you got a C in the program or in that class, and now that was, one thing that stopped you from getting in the program is because you got a C in microbiology or something like that. So definitely aim for those highest scores, because they're going to be looking at those students with the high science scores that they're going to be interested in letting get into the program. Lastly, I would say before you even think about applying to a dental hygiene program, make sure dental hygiene is something that you absolutely want to do. Want to do it because it's something that you're passionate about or you think you'll be passionate about. Never do it solely for the money. It's easy to get on Google and start researching how much dental hygienists make in your area. Dental hygienists make really good money. So do not ever go into it solely because you want to make good money. Do it because you're interested in it, which is why I said definitely go and shadow a dental hygienist so you can see what goes on. Some people feel like dental hygienists only clean teeth. It is way more than just cleaning teeth. Of course, that's the basis of it, but you're educating the patient. You're taking x-rays. You're creating a treatment plan. It's so much more than just cleaning teeth. You have to be passionate about it in order for the career for you to flourish in the career and for it to work for you. You have to know how to talk to people. You have to be open and honest and know how to talk to people. So if you're a person that does not like talking to people, dental hygiene may not be for you. If you're one of those people who get, queasy easily, if you see something and you feel sick on the stomach, dental hygiene may not be the career for you. The reason I say that is because in my 5 years of working, I can name maybe 2 times that I actually felt sick on the stomach after working in a patient's mouth. But on a regular basis, the things that I see, most people think that it's disgusting, but I love it. So make sure that's something you want to do, because dental hygiene takes commitment, it takes time, and it is not cheap. Dental hygiene school is kind of expensive. You have to buy your books, you have to buy instruments, you have to pay board fees. So that's definitely something that you want to prepare yourself for, because it is definitely a lot financially. And the thing is, with it being a competitive process, you work hard to get in that seat. So you want to keep it. You don't want to get into the program and just say, hey, I don't think I want to do this anymore, because that was a seat that maybe somebody else who was going to be passionate about could have gotten. So those are really the basics on what I can say as far as being prepared for dental hygiene school. I know I get a lot of questions. I get a lot of DMs on Instagram with people asking me about dental hygiene. I try to respond when I can, but I get so many messages sometimes. It's hard to reply to everyone. So if I have not responded to your messages, I apologize. I try to do the best I can with responding. But I'm actually trying to put something in the works as far as doing maybe some one-on-one video chat calls. That way I can actually talk to you personally. You can ask whatever you want to ask me, and I'll give you the real spill on everything and give you my best opinion as far as dental hygiene, whether it be whether you're just graduating high school and you're interested in dental hygiene, whether you're in the program, thinking about getting in the program, or even like brand new dental hygienists that are getting into the work field. So if that's something that y'all would be interested in, or if you feel like you want like a one-on-one personalized Q&A session, comment down below and let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. But I hope this video was helpful to anybody that is looking into starting a dental hygiene journey, or if you got accepted into the program and you're just waiting to start. Even my people who are in dental hygiene school right now, definitely keep pushing. If dental hygiene is something you want to do, go for it. Be passionate about it, and you'll reap the benefits in the end. But I hope this video was helpful. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.